stop until every person in Nigeria and every person. I remember on my first arrival in Nigeria, driving on the old road from Kano. I landed at Kano Airport. And Jerry and Lucy Garner were here last night. Jerry prayed for us. It was one of his colleagues, Jacob Baba, who was, I think, a lecturer at ABU. A car had been sent to meet him at the airport, and he didn't show up on the plane. But I did. No one knew I was coming, but I saw this car in the car park, green and white car that said ABU on it. So I went and asked the driver for a lift to ABU, Zaria, because I'd heard about Dr. Bob Torsek, and I wanted to meet him and visit him. And as we drove on that road from Kano Airport to Zaria, to Samaru, we drove on, it used to be a single strip of tarmac. And we wound through the villages, and I see these kids playing in the villages, and I prayed that God would start something through my visit, through the Navigator movement that I was aspiring to plant in Nigeria, that God would do something that would result in these young people growing up to meet a worker through whom they would be able to hear the good news of Jesus, and in whom they would see the character of Jesus. Well, that's prayer. Next, go to verse 2. Jesus prays, glorify your Son, your name, and renounce. What do we want more than anything else is for Jesus' name and Jesus' glory, for Jesus to be lifted up before people in ways that draw people to him. Your name and renown. Glorify your Son, that your Son may glorify you. You know, the Navigator